you been?
Good, how about you?
Hanging in there. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Name's Copenhaver, actor coordinator at the USS Nightmare. Security, a couple other things.
A couple other things. Clown posse, just to name off a few.
A little bit.
So how long have you been with the boat for?
On and off for 25 years. I think I'm running on 19 this year.
19, like officially?
Pretty sure.
Pretty
I
sure?
lost count. Because it's been in and out, so I've lost count of how many
Yeah.
years it's been.
Is it? Do you just like? Is there just like years where you're just like, I want a break, and then it's just like back to it and everything, or just
More
like
personal stuff had come up.
personal stuff?
Yeah.
I get that. And then so like you were an actor when you first started?
I was.
What scene did they put you in your very first year?
I floated around a little bit, and then I found my niche with Rat Lady, and I was Rat Lady for the next 10 years.
They've mentioned that a few times when it comes to you and everything.
Yeah. Rat Lady was
Did she have like a specific scene, or like was it just like a character that they just ran with and everything?
the
Like kind of like the
Rat
Val
Lady
character.
was originally like the captain's mistress type deal.
Oh, okay, so like
Um,
it's like up in like captain's quarters, or
She was upstairs for a while near Captain, and then she was downstairs for the longest time where Night Watchman is now.
oh, okay.
It used to be a large cage with about 60 rats.
This was USS Nightmare 1 and 2?
Just
Or-
one for me.
just
Or I'm
one?
sorry, just two for me.
Oh, so just 2.
Just two. I was
Yeah.
not on one.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about with USS Nightmare 1 or 2, this is our second boat being on and everything. I wasn't there for the first boat, obviously. Probably wasn't even thought of. Actually, no.
It was the 90s. It was the USS Wake Robin. It was Nightmare 1.
Oh, jeez, Pete. That's history right there.
I have been on Nightmare 1, but I didn't get to act on Nightmare 1.
Yeah. Dent Schoolhouse has more pictures of probably like USS Nightmare 1 than probably we do, honestly. Unless Rizzo
Riz,
have pictures and everything, and Dent Schoolhouse has a whole like old school museum where it's like there's like the WBN haunted house, and there's
Yeah.
also like the Saint Rita haunted
Yeah,
house.
St. Rita's Haunted House, which was very cool because they are a school for the deaf. So
School
half
for
of
the
their
deaf.
actors were deaf.
It's over the that school was it up there around Dent, or is it up there around
It's closer to Sharonville. You can see it by the
Sharonville, yeah.
expressway. They took down the haunted house, but the school's still there.
Yeah. Was it like a part of the school?
It was a building on the property.
Oh, okay, wow. Imagine a school with its own haunted house. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks that they don't rent it no more. Is it because of like budget maybe, or
I want to say the building was just too
Too
dilapidated.
old?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they had to take the building down, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Dent has that museum. They don't even really have any stuff of theirs. Honestly, they have stuff of ours, which is really funny how they have stuff of ours, but they don't have really any stuff of theirs from like the 90s or whenever they like first opened and everything. What might have been like the 2000s, honestly.
I think we're running pretty close to time frame
For
between
Dent.
the two,
Yeah.
because with it being originally WVN,
Oh,
it
Dent
might be.
Dent was originally the WBN? Or was it like around that area? Or probably.
I think they were connected in some way at some point.
Oh,
Not
okay.
really sure. I didn't
Well,
get a lot of that information.
old Cincinnati haunted house history right there. But yeah, we are on the second official boat, and was it? I've always wondered if our boat now is bigger than the one that they had before.
It is.
It is.
It is actually significantly bigger than the original boat. The original boat did have more interesting things like slides.
Oh, they had the ball
slides.
pit. Yep.
We used to have the ball pit.
What year did they take that out? Actually, the first question I should ask was it actually on the second boat?
Yes, it was on the second boat.
Blacksmith would have been, right? The blacksmith scene?
Swamp.
Ooh,
was the swamp.
that's an interesting one. Well, I mean, it makes sense. That area is kind of like very steel, and it looks like the perfect area for a slide.
If you notice, well, no, the slides weren't there, just the ball pit.
Just the ball pit, okay.
But if you notice the hallway leading down into there, down into Sparky and
Yeah,
the gum wall and all that.
The
That
hallways
is still
and everything.
clown decorated.
Oh, okay.
It's more
Wow.
circus style
And I wouldn't have noticed that because it's so goddamn dark down there.
with the strobes too. Yeah,
Yeah,
the strobes.
it's
really-
very dark down there, and you can barely like. There's also gum down there too. We love the gum wall.
Ugh,
I wonder when they're gonna get rid of
that
that.
will never die.
Unless we move on to a third boat, which that'd probably be a little difficult, wouldn't it be?
It would be.
I was afraid of the flood that we recently had, that it was gonna.
Break loose again.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
When the Mississippi dried up just a couple years ago, they found an old casino boat that was bottom of the Mississippi
Oh.
that somebody was trying to pull back up. It would have been cool
It'd
if we
be-
could have gotten a hold of that.
Yeah. It'd also be really nice if we knew where like USS number 1 was. Like if somebody had like a camera just in there. So obviously now they have you pretty much wherever, actor coordinator, security, wherever you're pretty much needed at this point and
Yeah.
everything like that. But what specifically, if you had to dress up and everything, like they were like, hey, get into a costume and everything, would you still be the rat lady, or would you be like a clown? Like anything like that. Like what would your character be now?
I do like characters that don't speak a lot more, so I did Lab Monster for a while when I'd come back. Rat Lady, it's easier.
Rat lady didn't talk at all?
I was behind a plexiglass wall.
Oh.
Rats can't get out.
Rats can't get out of plexiglass.
Yeah, they can't get out of the cage. I can't throw them at people. For
Yeah,
shame.
there you go. So you pretty much just like stared at people and like just kind of like gave them like a little like grin or whatever.
Well, I may or may not have climbed on things that I shouldn't have.
Injuries?
None that are recorded.
Thank God.
None that I will ever admit to.
Yeah. Is there a time like last season or like any like recent season that you got like maybe like just a tiny bit hurt and everything? Either with like somebody like being aggressive on the boat, like security wise, maybe.
No. I may be the smallest, but I'm pretty sure everybody thinks I'm the meanest.
No, I feel like honestly, if anybody's the meanest, it's probably Terry, because he's very intimidating to look at. I'll interview Terry here eventually, but when I interview him, you'll know what I mean by that.
Terry's the more... What's the word I'm looking for?
He's very aggressive, passionate.
Passionate. He's very passionate. I just like to torment people. Like, I chased poor Zach around the boat
Yeah,
this year.
poor Zach.
And Mask.
Poor Zach and Jack. They got the butt end of every
And
single
Xander.
scare. Xander got, yeah. He doesn't get scared. He just...
We had him
He gets
pinned
tossed.
down.
He gets tossed around. Like, I think me and him have talked about this like plenty of times. I'm like, why do you allow them? He's like, I'm just their personal dummy, and I'm like, yeah, that's not. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever, buddy.
No, we went through with the chainsaw, and he got pinned down.
Oh yeah, I heard it. I've
was-
heard of it before.
That was
Yeah.
entertaining.
I've also heard, yeah. Actually, there's a video that the one guy took a video of, and I think I saw Xander get grabbed up by Terry, and it was hilarious and everything. They brought him back into the museum,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, they caught that actually on camera. That's a little crazy. What's your favorite thing to do on the boat? Actor coordinator, security, actually like do like the clown posse on the extreme tour. Like,
Oh.
what's your favorite?
Definitely Clown Posse.
Definitely clown posse.
Definitely Clown Posse.
Do you have like a specific name for your clown character? Like anything? Because I know Steve and Terry, they have to have, and like Tony too.
I think we came up with Sugar this year.
Sugar for you?
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, there's a specific group. I'm not going to spoil all of it, but there's a specific group that comes around during the extreme tour, and we'll leave it for whatever time. But they get it's a very
Aggressive.
very aggressive fun. It's very aggressive, and some people it's not their cup of tea. But personally, it's fun. It's very fun, especially boxing in the box. That is absolutely insane. I've been doing that box for Extreme Tour for the past like 3 seasons and everything, and oh my god, there's
How have
nothing.
you not gotten hurt?
I don't know. I mean I don't know. I have no
With
idea.
all of us in there, how have you not gotten hurt?
I don't think Xander's gotten hurt in there before. Like last season or the 23 season.
Not terribly hurt, but I know he's gotten
Probably bruises somewhere.
few scrapes and bumps.
Honestly, if there's anything that gets hurt during the season, during like the Extreme Tour, it's probably my throat. Because we all throw our voices around, and whatever comes out, comes out.
2 seasons ago, I want to say, we had some people come through, and let's just say they're not the kindest to my gender, and I got to torment them.
Oh, like they were. Oh, you always hate those people that come through and everything, and they're just complete. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, complete jackasses. First of all, but like the people like that, they deserve every sort of torment that they get from a haunted house or anything outside the haunted house. Honestly, to give them a lesson to learn.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, honestly, Extreme Tour, I feel like we could probably give that lesson to them pretty easily, but they probably need to figure it out outside of haunted houses. They probably think it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
What's a very, very like fun memory that you have of like any season that you have, just like off the top of your head, anything that you were doing, just in general, the most fun you've ever had?
That's a tough one. I've got a few.
There's a lot.
We have one security guard, very, very tall man, that worked there at one point. I don't want to give everybody's names away.
Yeah. No. Only people who are like the interviews to come and everything. That's the only people that I've really mentioned.
And I was working in the lab, and he managed to get right past me and not even notice I was there.
Really?
And I managed to sneak up on him, and he jumped probably a foot in the air.
Oh gosh. So you scared the absolute shit out of him.
I scared one of the security guards. I've grossed out a lot of the security guards as Rat Lady. Most of them did not want to come into the room when I was
Were
in
you
there.
just like were you just dressed like very like gross, or like did you like had the whole thing and like you were just into it, like method acting? Just you had to smell bad, you had to like look as gross as possible.
Everything smells bad because we kept the rats there.
No.
And so it smelled. One of the security guards managed to walk through with a group one time, and I got caught off guard, and I literally had a rat hanging from my lip, chewing on it, and they're like, "Oh God!"
Wait, these are
Live.
live rats.
Live rats, 60 of them.
Oh. I thought they were just fake. I thought they were fake rats, just like. Oh.
Yeah, they hurt when they bite, but
How'd you get through that? Did you just like
I just sat there,
you just grow like a tolerance for it over like a while and stuff, and
and then I throw them.
get off me.
Yep, get them off me. Bring them up, and I'm like, nope.
And you did that for like the entire night?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, oh my
Yeah.
God. You see,
Once she made it past, I took him and
Well, I
tossed him off to the side, and he came back later. And
I mean, I guess it's better than having like any other like a spider or like a snake or something like that.
we had snakes one year. They came in and they told me that the 14-foot python was not in its cage.
Oh.
And I'm like, please get me out of here. I smell like food, and that thing's big enough to eat me. And then come to find out later, he was on the brake deck chilling with his owner. Yeah, no, I did not want.
And you were probably like, I wonder if he's hungry.
I don't think it would matter with that much smell of rat if he's hungry or not. We're just thankful for the fire extinguisher next to me.
Yeah, and you had a bunch of rats and those snakes, they yeah. Oh gosh. I can't imagine how bad like those times were, but also like how fun like those times were as well too, because like obviously I wasn't around. I started in 2019, and I don't know what it was like in the 2000s or the 2010s, because I joined late 2010s, like the very last year for the 2010s, like.
Candy can attest to this. It was crazy at one point. We had those 3D glasses that we would pass out.
You guys actually had 3D glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, why don't we do that anymore for the clown or anything? That sounds like that sounds so fun.
People get lost enough in the clowns. Why do we need them to get lost anymore?
If they get lost, the clowns are there to guide them.
If you say so.
Yeah, yeah, no, our clowns are very
They're good.
They're good. Too good.
They hide really well.
I couldn't do that for like the entire night. Like, I mean, I get it being in the box like the entire night. I mean, people ask me, how the hell do you sit in the box and it's moving around and the lights, and I'm like, I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
Like,
I might have been a little bit spoiled. I had to have a heater when it got cold because the rats would go to sleep.
Well, I guess to be fair, yeah, there's a fan in there.
Got a fan.
Yeah.
But we had to have the heater because the rats would go to sleep. So, I mean, I got to stay a little bit warmer than everybody else.
You didn't want them going to sleep. Dear God, if they fall asleep.
Well, yeah, like what good does it do to have 60 sleeping rats?
You could at least have one of them in there just like alive. So just like sitting there being like, hey, I'm up.
We had this torso that I want to say Steve made, and they put that fake stuff.
That'd be cool.
Not just fake blood, but like other stuff that they could chew on, so the rats would chew on the.
That'd be cool to have like a torso that like rats are just coming like outside of, and that'd be really cool and everything. That's an extreme tour idea. I don't know about live rats.
See.
I don't know about live rats.
I'm trying. Steve has mentioned something to me.
The rat lady returning?
Not quite, but he's mentioned something to me.
Would she return? Would she
We're
return?
gonna see if we can work something out. Might be significantly different than what you're expecting.
Well, I mean, I've already said multiple times during like these interviews, like I went to Transworld with you guys and everything, and
Transworld was fun.
it was very fun. I had such a blast and everything. Like it was, I want to go back. It was an okay experience. I enjoyed the show floor. I enjoyed everything that we did outside the show floor, like the city museum. Going out to eat and all that kind of stuff, going to like the city foundry and everything, like that was like all that was fun. The hotel aspect one morning and probably throughout the entire rest of the trip was a little questionable. There's a lot of new things coming this year, and I'm like honestly like I'm really excited for it. I feel like we have a really good thing going on this year.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see if and what they purchased, because we had a group chat going on.
You didn't see what they purchased when they were there?
No. But we had a group chat going on, like, here, look at this, with Riz and everybody, like, we should get this for this scene.
So, like, did you purchase stuff there too?
I purchased stuff for myself.
Oh, okay, yeah. I did too.
I mean,
how can you not?
I can't afford a $5,000 prop for my yard. I've already got a 13-foot Jack Skellington sitting in my shed.
I mean, I wish, honestly. The stuff that you see at Transworld is like, oh my god.
Dragon would have been cool though, and the neighborhood. Now, my neighborhood kids would have come out and played with it.
Everything in the dark zone, and like just and on the entire show floor. If you've never been to Transworld, it is pretty much a haunter's dream.
Yeah,
it is a haunter's dream. There is haunts that go there. There's like maybe like movie industry people that go there probably. Like everybody goes there. Fucking piece of shit.
Well, yeah, the largest animatronics makers in the country are there.
It's a big show. It's a big show floor, and I was like, they even told me they were like 2 days, like 1 day is not enough. Maybe even 2 days is not enough. And I think honestly, like the third day was probably like I was like, okay, I've seen everything.
Really, I made it through everything in 1 day.
Really? Well, to be fair, me and Xander were pretty new about it, and even like Brett was new about it and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see everything. Like I want to make sure I see everything.
I hadn't been either, but Candy had. To walk around with her, but we still took our time, and we like shopped and stopped at all these booths, and I mean we ended up seeing everything. We didn't hit the Christmas stuff. I don't need the Christmas.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't look at the Christmas stuff. I was like, it's cool. I'm mainly there for the haunt stuff though.
Although
some of the
Christmas stuff that like you did get to see just kind of passing by.
It did look pretty fun. It did look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going again next year. Like it was so much fun and everything. I mean, just
I'm going for the food. I won't even lie. Like I'm going for the food. I might go back to St. Louis.
There was
more than just
I honestly
food.
I didn't get to do the city museum enough. I feel like we got there so late, and everything, like I feel like I didn't get to experience all the City Museum. Because there was like a top floor and everything and outside, and it was already dark, and around that time it gets dark just so fast, and it's like...
We went to the aquarium, which I was surprised. It's kind of smaller than ours, but it was still pretty cool.
It wasn't like this big area.
It
honestly.
was, but the aquarium was smaller than ours.
That's crazy.
And here in Newport.
Well, also with all the things that they've been talking about doing and everything for the levee, it looks like it's just going to get even bigger. I really hope it doesn't affect our season this year. I mean,
it shouldn't.
The way that they've been saying that, it shouldn't, but you know, whatever they do is whatever they do.
They won't get rid of that party road, and then we'll be fine. They've got to have that for the
Oktoberfest
and Italian Fest,
Getta-Fest,
and
all the fest. If you had any advice for people who are just now getting into the haunt business, or that are doing it for their first season this year, what's like any piece of advice you could give to them right now?
Oh, that's a tough one.
There's a lot of things you could say, but also a lot of things that are going to be left unsaid that you'll learn over time.
Find your own. Find what works for you. For me, it was being a silent character that was creepier. So find your own character. If you get into a spot that you like, work with it, build on it.
Yeah. Is there any advice for people who are like, because obviously now that you're higher up and everything, but like who are like slowly like working their way up into like the chain of like their haunt or something like that? Like, is there any advice you could give to them specifically?
Just gotta stick with it.
Stick with it.
You gotta do what you love and love what you do. If you don't enjoy it, it's not going to be fun. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
If you come through your first season, you're like, it was okay. It's not maybe best if you don't pursue a second season, unless you can build on that over the
because
season. We
have a bunch of people who come in and they don't even last the one season and everything. And it's like, you saw it coming, but like, it does suck that they do leave and everything, because I mean, to be fair, I think it's a thing that everybody should at least try once, and try to do the full season. If you can't do the full season, then don't force yourself to do something. But like, I feel like definitely it's something that you should probably try. I mean, it's so fun. It's really fun. Like, I mean, the whole like theme of like these interviews so far has been family.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's
100%.
Like, I mean, I remember when Candy at the cast party was like, I remember when she was like, with like me winning that like actor of the year and everything, she was like, this guy has developed like a big friend group and everything, and I was like, yeah, it like, you just make friends, don't make enemies. It's the most simplest thing, stay away from drama, do not cause drama, because you are there to have fun, you're there to enjoy. Don't ruin it for anybody else, including yourself. Just live your life. I mean,
have fun. have fun.
No drama. Save that stuff for, like, if you're a teenager or like you're in college, save that stuff for that. Like,
save it for the end of the night. Just leave it off the haunt.
But don't do it during, because you'll stress somebody out. And I'm telling you, we
are stress me out.
Yeah, you'll stress everybody else out, and you'll stress the boss man out.
Please don't stress the boss man out.
Yeah, please don't. But no, you'll stress somebody out, and we're very active, and that adrenaline can, like, that adrenaline pumps, and if you're stressed out, that anxiety kicks in, you'll probably end up, I think, having like an episode. Mm-hmm. Like, it's definitely very energetic and everything. Like, don't be the reason why somebody quit, and don't be the reason why somebody got hurt, or even like, whatever. Just be yourself, have fun, stay away from bad things, stay away from negativity. It's all positive. It
is a family, and we bicker like siblings, 100%.
Yeah.
We got mom and dad there watching us, and fight like siblings.
Yeah.
Next day,
brother and sister there. I mean,
all cool.
Xander and Lizzie.
Yeah.
Brother and sister, kind of like, And it's like,
I mean, you got parents that work with their kids and everything else.
You know, and that just doesn't go for our haunt. It goes for any haunt. You know, whether it's, you know, any haunt. Honestly, like, just enjoy it. Enjoy what you have. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us are like, we're young now, but once we get to like our 60s and everything like that, we're gonna be like, oh,
you're young now.
You still got plenty of time before you're like 60 years old.
I'm old enough to be your mother.
Nah.
100%. You're like half my age.
Yeah. Well, being 23 has been, yeah. It's kind of weird being 23 because I feel like I was just 18 not too long ago. Like, it's crazy how, and I mean for you probably, you're like, wow, I remember when I was your age.
Yeah. I remember the things that I should not have been doing.
Yeah.
And working at the haunt and should not have been.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, but get into haunting, honestly. I mean, try it once. If you don't like it, it's okay. Nobody's forcing you to do it, but, you know, it's definitely...
It's a good time. It's a
fun.
good time. If you like horror, you couldn't tell by my
and
rack of
everybody else. I mean, bonding over stuff that you actually like. Like, I mean, Halloween stuff. All of us bond over Halloween stuff. I mean, honestly. Like, it is the biggest thing. It's the biggest talking point. It's definitely Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. Horror movies, scary stories, anything, you know, like, I mean, anything around that topic and everything. Like, it, worldwide.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. And the haunt industry is pretty big, too. Like, I mean, you may think that it's not as big. No, it's big.
Google all the haunted houses in just one state and see how many you come up with. Most of them are not less than 20.
And I am proud to live in Ohio, which is the most haunts in one state. And then it's California.
Maybe haunted houses, but I'm pretty sure we're going to top you on actual haunted places.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the camera stopped recording. So if you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, and comment for some more. And stay tuned for some more interviews. And stay scary, y'all.